Well, what's going on, everybody? Appreciate you being out here. Welcome to Wednesday Metal Mania Live. Got a special guest tonight. That's my Silver Journey. How you doing, Silver Journey?
Going pretty good, man. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, just want to thank everybody for waiting. Patriotic's going to be he's going to be a little bit late, but I didn't want to start this thing too late. So here we are. But anyway,
Yep.
Hey, if you're in the Southeast, if you guys are in the Southeast, anywhere near it, there's a huge coin show coming in Raleigh, and we're gonna be hitting that. My Silver Journey, myself, and I believe Chuck Stacks, right?
Yeah, Chuck Stacks is going to meet us there at 10 o'clock.
Yep, Chuck Stacks. So all three of us are going to go to this coin show. Now, Chuck has been, correct? He's been to this?
Actually, I haven't asked him, so I'm not sure if he has, but he's been there for a while, so I'm sure he has. But we're also going to be going to the one in Rocky Mount next month as well.
Yep. And I've been. This will be my third time going to this particular show, and this is your first, right? Be your first coin show.
This is my first coin show. Period. I've never been to one before, so I'm really excited for this.
You are in for a world of friggin' sensory overload. Trust me.
I'm okay with that.
There's a lot of tables at these shows, and just picture yourself being a kid in a candy store or a toy store at Christmas time, because it's so much to take in.
It's going to be overwhelming. I just hope I don't have a stroke from all the excitement.
Well, put it this way: everything you've wanted or anything you're looking for is pretty much going to be available at this show. So whatever you're looking for, you'll find it. Here's the challenge. You can't get caught up in saying, "Okay, he's got that special maple I wanted, but I think I can get it cheaper if I just look around." There's two things wrong with that strategy. Number one, good luck finding that table again because it's that massive. Okay. Number two, probably going to be gone by the time you circle back for it. So if you see a decent price on it in a coin show, just do it. Just buy it. If it's a decent price, don't think you're going to walk around the show for a couple hours and then just find your way back. You know, I tried that and I failed miserably.
Ended up missing out on your prize.
By the time I found the table again, he was like, that's been gone for an hour. Like, wow.
Well, thank you for the tip. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, if you see a decent price on it, just go ahead and buy it if it's something you really want.
But believe it or not, my son, my daughter, and my nephew are all going to go as well. This will be all their first times at coin shows as well.
So you're bringing a crowd.
Well, I wasn't planning on it. I was planning on just my daughter, but all of a sudden my son has decided, he's getting into this. My nephew has started purchasing, and they're like, "We'll meet you there. We'll meet you there." I was like, "Okay."
How old is he?
My son's 21.
Oh, so he knows what's going. He knows the deal.
He just started watching. He's pretty much ignored everything until about a week or so ago. I put a little video out about it, and he started watching my videos. Now he's watching all of them, and he's ready to start stacking too. So that's pretty cool. And my nephew, I think he's up to 6 ounces, so he's getting started as well.
I'll tell you what, I'm jealous of him because at 21, I wish I'd had the discipline financially to start stacking at 21. Because I can tell you right now, I did not. Not even remotely close did I have that kind of discipline.
No, not at all.
Too busy riding. I was in the Marine Corps at the time, so I was running around, spending money at bars and dating and this and that, whatever. It just everything but what I should have been spending it on.
Yeah, I was the same way, exactly.
So yeah, I have some regrets about that. Patriotic Stacker, when you see him, he'll tell you he's only 27 or 28 or something like that. And he started in his 20s. So he's got an absolutely massive silver stack.
That's awesome.
That's gonna, it's gonna do benefit you. He's got years to hold that. Years. And I'm of the firm belief that while silver may not take that huge jump that we always want, it's at least gonna be a few bucks more than what you paid for it by the time you're ready to sell. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So
all you gotta do is look back at the charts. It keeps going up over time.
Come on. Look back just 10 years ago. It was really low. What was it, like $12, something like that?
Yeah, it was way under 20, and I didn't care anything about it. I didn't pay any attention back then.
Yep. So let's see who we got in here tonight. Let's say hello to everybody. Let's take it on back. Jim Thompson, my boy from North Carolina. Scorpion Metals. I don't know if he's still here. Unknown One, DGC, 420 Stacker. JK
squared.
B2 is in the house. Craig, 1967 Shelby. If you really have a 1967 Shelby, I'm completely jealous. That's a great car.
I actually saw one of those yesterday. Those things are beautiful.
Oh, they're amazing. And I'm not even a Mustang guy. I'm a Dodge guy. I like my Challengers.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nah, they're boats. They're heavy, but I love them. I've had two now. This is my second one.
Get the big 440 and you'll be happy.
Yeah, it's my daily driver. I got to keep that in mind. But they just stopped. This is the last year they're coming out with a special edition for the Challenger, and that's it.
Wow.
They're gone.
Well, aren't they releasing like the Barracuda or something?
They have been talking about the Barracuda to replace the Challenger for years, and it never came to life. Never.
Yeah.
So that's in the can. Now they're coming out with an EV. It's like a Charger, but it's an EV Charger. They're calling it the Banshee, and it is god awful, terrible, terrible. Electric muscle car, and they even gave it electric sound. They gave it a fake muscle car exhaust sound. It's embarrassing.
Well, that sucks.
Totally embarrassing. I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to buy. I don't know what I'm going to buy. I think this Challenger, when I'm done with it, still got a long ways to go. I think I'm going to keep it instead of trading it in. Use cash.
That's always a good idea. You've put all the hard work into it. Might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get rid of this one. I think I'm going to hang on to it because they're not making them anymore. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
JK says he's a Chevy guy.
JK, the Chevy. I had Camaros. I did have some Camaros. I've had them. That's about it for Chevy. I've never had anything but I've had Camaros and I've had Challengers. I've had Chargers.
My very first car was a 73 Mustang. But that's the only Mustang I've ever had. And I've had one Camaro. My
first car was a 69 Pontiac Tempest. I loved it. Because it looked like a GTO clone. It looked great. It was the same body frame, same style as the GTO, except for the hidden, didn't have the hidden headlights, obviously.
Yeah, the peekaboo headlights.
Yep. Badass car. 420 says Toyota's where it's at. Hey,
I drive a Toyota now, actually.
300,000 miles without blinking. I'll tell you what. I'll give credit where credit's due.
I drive a Toyota now, and I'm loving that 40 miles to the gallon.
There you go. Don Panico, first time watching. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. JK had a 1966 Chevy Nova. Sweet car. We got who else bumped in here? We got Butts.
Judith and Dan. Hello.
Coin Crew.
Mrs. Coin Crew.
Butts or Fly Effect.
Dude, I love that name. That's awesome.
That's a cool name. All right. SGT, brother. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Fellow brother in the Marine Corps.
The military wouldn't let me in. I tried 3 times when I was younger.
What's that?
I said I tried 3 times when I was younger. The military wouldn't let me in.
They took me first chance they had.
No, I had the scores and everything. Mine were medical issues with my knees.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I have medical issues now because of the Marine Corps, but.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, you don't get out of the Corps and have knees. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way. That's right.
Pins and knees, you're done. So Garrett Sherman says, any motorcycle people? I used to be. Got rid of it. Looking at buying a slingshot now, just to kind of have some fun with it.
I saw a 4-seater slingshot going down the road the other day. I didn't know they made them in 4-seat.
I didn't either. That's news to me.
Yep, 4-seater. That was crazy.
Semper Fi, Craig. Appreciate you being here. But, okay.
Yeah, I haven't gotten on a bike in years.
Yeah. So we got, you're fairly new to YouTube, correct?
Yeah, I started midway through February. Yep. I'm a complete noob.
Good deal. Well, welcome. Welcome to the community. Glad to have you.
Well, I appreciate it. It's been a learning experience, that's for sure.
Yep. We try to. I really try to, because I had a few people plug my channel when I first started about 2 years ago. And but the community's gotten so big now that there's far more plugs going on. So when a new channel comes up, it's a lot easier to get start building up subs pretty quickly because we like to do shout outs, decal trades, all kinds of stuff. Which reminds me, I'm going to bring you and Chuck Silver and Gold Stack Attack swag pack.
Yeah, I've got a pack already put together for you as well.
I'll bring you guys some SGSA swag. So, but yeah, so tell us a little bit about how long you've been stacking and what your favorite is.
Well, pretty much started solid, I'd have to say, in January. And I actually started going to the coin shops and whatnot. I started tinkering with with pocket change and a coin microscope probably in late November, and I got my coin microscope in early December, I think. And of course, you look at your pocket change long enough, eventually you're going to find something made of silver. And it just reminded me, my dad always told me, 64 and back, if you don't want them, I'll take them. And I was like, yeah, silver. And so I started looking at YouTube for that kind of stuff, and I found Yankee. And I won one of his little giveaways, and he sent me a quarter. And next thing I know I was at a coin shop looking at maples. Mm-hmm. And if the rest is history from there, I'm almost at 130 ounces now, and I still buy every single week. I'm buying more than I expected, but I've given up a lot of stuff too. I mean, I quit playing things like the lottery. I quit eating out quite as much. I cut back quite a few things so that I could buy more on the side for stacking.
Yeah, it's amazing when you start adding stuff up that you really shouldn't be buying. It's amazing what you're spending that you could be turning over into metals, and that's what stacking has basically done on my end. Because I was a frivolous spender. If there was something cool out there I wanted it, I'd buy it. With no return, you get a few, maybe a couple of months of joy out of it, and boom, it's sitting in a storage somewhere, whatever it is.
Yep, and, exactly.
And about all the money I spent over the years, and never bought into. I always used to laugh at silver and gold. I'm like, yeah, whatever. That stuff. Silver, my grandfather had silver, my father had silver, and they always bitched about it. So I have no intention of getting into silver.
No, I never paid it any attention, really, none at all. And
what was it, back in '81? So because that was that big hike up to $49, right around $50.
Yep, yeah, it shot way up.
Oh, he sold everything he had, and he was happy about it.
Oh, he sold at the top. That's awesome.
He did, and then he died 4 years later. But at least he sold before he died.
Well, he was happy for 4 more years.
Happy for 4 years that finally silver did something. Finally. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, that's good. You're off to a great start. After I see you won one of the what was it, the Silver Dragons, what a silverback.
Yeah, actually, I found that on eBay. I just wanted one. I knew they were kind of expensive, and a guy had this book. It's a Dragon Coins book, and he had this book and the silverback for 30, and I knew the silverbacks were going for 20 anyway. So I went on ahead and grabbed it, and there's a lot of cool coins and stuff in here. So yeah, it was worth it.
What is that?
It's Dragon Coins by Ben Hudgens.
Oh, so yeah, a bunch of anything that had a dragon on it.
Yeah, and it's the guy that sold it. It's his book. He's the one that wrote it. And yeah, he's got a lot of cool information about dragon coins. Basically any coin that's ever had a dragon on it is in here. So that's pretty neat.
What caught my eye is that Britannia. I'm a complete Britannia nut. I collect everything Britannia. So now I'm going to have to find that. If that's a real coin, a colorized Britannia, I'm going to have to find that now.
With the dragon on the front of it. I didn't even pay any attention because I love the Britannias. Yeah,
I wonder if that's actually real.
I've had this book now for a couple of months and I haven't even looked through it yet. So I'll look through and see if I can do some research and find out for you, because if they are real, I want one too.
Absolutely, I collect anything Britannia, seriously. So, but yeah, I actually won the silverback. They contacted me, let me know I won it, and I was like, oh, okay, good.
I heard about that. They gave a bunch of them away.
They did, like 30,000 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yep. So we got some new folks in here. We got SAS Finance.
Mello.
House, he's just not in here yet. Judith and Dan Davis. Mello fellow is in the house. Slyly, my brother, another brother. Who else? Yeah, we got a good crowd here tonight. Good crowd.
Heck yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right, so let's talk about silver for a minute here. Last time I checked, we're low 24, I believe.
I can actually look. I think it was just a touch under 24. Yeah.
24.20, or is it down in the 23s yet?
Well, I haven't checked since earlier this afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious.
I'm actually sitting in front of the computer. Give me a second, and I'll pull up Hero Bullion.
Well, if I had my other phone, I could actually do it that way, but it's not in here.
Let's see. Hero Bullion has it at 2404.
Wow, 2404.
Yeah,
and everybody was saying that silver was on its way back a month ago.
I'm since I'm new to it, the thought of it skyrocketing right now kind of hurts my feelings because, it's just going to get more expensive, me being new.
Well,
so I like the thought of it pulling back.
I can honestly tell you that we've all faced that. We've all just gotten into it and we've heard the rumors. If you listen to some of these channels, I'm not going to name any names because I don't do that. But some of these channels are pretty irresponsible when they say silver's going to shoot up next week. Be ready to buy. Silver's going to. And if you look at who they're sponsored by, that's usually why they're pumping silver.
Yeah, I try to excuse me. I try to ignore those channels because I'm one of those guys. If I hear too many things too many times, I might end up having to believe it, and I don't want no parts of that. So
yeah. SAS, I'll check the email. I have not been on email in a while, so I'll check that. But yeah, silver. We've all been there. When I first got into it, there was a threat of it going up, and it did. It went up in the 26s, and then it came right back down. We were in the teens last year. It dropped well below the teens. It was like 18 or even less.
We got down to 19 something right before this run up. So, and a couple of people bought that dip. I got I think 10 ounces at 20.
Yeah, I know. I stacked up at 18. You better believe it.
Yeah, I missed it getting into the teens, but I'm still glad I got some at 20.
Here's the problem: silver price dropped to 18. Premiums did not.
Yeah, that's right.
Down a little bit, but the local coin shops, they bought this stuff higher than 18. They're not going to sell it for 18.
That's right. They're not going to take a loss. Yeah.
No, but the big stores online, the big box stores, they could afford it. So they dropped down their price. Believe it or not, the big box stores were the better deal at the time than the LCSs.
Yeah, I saw it up there, especially SD Bullion. They had great prices on it for that short period of time.
Yep. So we had 10-ounce bars were a bargain late last year. Absolute bargain.
I actually just put a deposit on my very first 10-ounce bar on Friday. I'll be picking it up on Saturday. I'll be picking it up hopefully this Friday.
Awesome. Which one'd you get?
It's one of the vintage Silver Towns.
Nice.
I picked it up for 28 an ounce.
You gotta love it. I picked up Britannias at when silver hit 18. I think I bought Britannias for like 250 something, 240.
Yeah, I would love to get one of those. Those are beautiful bars.
They are. That's my stacker. I stack 10-ounce Britannias. That's my big one. I collect a bunch of different ones, but I stack Britannia bars.
I'm trying to start paying a little bit more attention to bars because you can get a better price on them per ounce. But at the same time, it's throwing out, 250 plus for silver in 1 week kind of hurts my pocket. I can't afford to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can put it in perspective. I mean, a lot of people, when I do the same thing, I would put money away instead of buying that week. I'd just save it, put it away, and then the following week I'd double up, and that would be my 10-ounce bar if anyone was tight. That's how I'd do it. I would skip a week buying and just double up the next week and get a bar.
It absolutely makes sense.
Yep. So it's all about DCA, dollar cost averaging.
Hey, what's up, Spokane? Sorry.
Now look who it is, Patriotic.
There he is.
I've been in the damn sidelines for 10 minutes.
We left you. We were punishing you.
You guys are terrible.
He's made it now. There he is.
We get to talking, and it's just I don't even see the little red thing popping up on guests. You had to yell at me to add you.
We are supposed to pay attention to our chat.
I still don't know how that works.
Spokane, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Hey, Bob. What's up, man? How you doing?
Bob in the house.
How you doing?
Welcome,
there?
Bob.
Nice little coin.
Oh, I'm having a good time so far.
I like that.
Yeah, we were just talking about the current silver price at low 24s. and the dips that we dropped into the teens last year.
Last I checked today, it was at 23 something.
Yeah, it jumped back up to 24, low 24.
But yeah, we checked it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, what we were talking about is even though we saw a great dip back last year, yeah, silver spot price went down, but the premiums didn't. That was one of the problems. So the LCSs just weren't able to take advantage of that. Mine did to an extent, but if he's got X amount in it, he's not going to sell it on the cheap. He's just going to hold it and wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a benefit that I. The guy I go see on Saturdays, he actually does not order inventory. Every piece that he gets into his store is brought in by a customer.
No kidding.
So he gets to play with his prices a little bit better. So a lot of times I can get a better deal with him.
That's good because mine usually does a combination of the two. He'll take in some sales and he orders from Scott, but he is so pissed off at Scottsdale right now. His order last year, he paid on November 2nd. He didn't get his stuff till January, or what was it, like March 2nd, something like that. You know, Scottsdale cashed his check, took his money on November 2nd, but didn't get anything to him until March 2nd.
That's crazy.
That's just poor business. I'm sorry.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that's. And the thing is, they can get away with it because if they don't sell it to one guy, somebody else is in line waiting for it.
Yep. SAS said global supply.
Oh yeah, they'll take it. I mean, that's just how some of these companies are.
You're absolutely right, Mello. They take forever to ship.
Yeah, Scottsdale, they didn't do anything to make it right.
I love Scottsdale. I love their product.
What was that, Patriot?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I was looking at the chat, and we got Mr. Blue in the house. SAS said he heard global supply shortage of 300 million ounces last year. They are operating at a deficit, but you got to remember, last year was so low that I think a lot of the miners actually withheld their supply. So I think there is a shortage. I just don't think I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. I don't know how much was withheld, how much they're actually digging out. You have to remember, silver, there's only 2 major mines in the U.S. that mine silver. The others are like byproducts of zinc and everything else they're digging up. It's like a byproduct. They find silver as a byproduct. So it's crazy. I don't know. I think we are operating at a deficit. We have been for a couple of years, but how much of that is being withheld in supply because of price? Yeah,
really. Hey, Mello, I look forward to seeing that if you do a video.
You know, like the lucky 888. The new 888. They're 8.88 ounces, practically 9-ounce bars. They're Dragon bars by Scottsdale. I was gonna buy some, but I was like, you know, they're asking what a 10-ounce bar is going for, and there's, you know, less than, it's almost, you know, I don't know, it's almost 10 ounces, I guess, but it's practically 9 ounces, and they're asking a little more than a 10-ounce bar, so that's what kind of made me like, because I'm not much of a collector. If I was more of a collector, I would buy it, but
yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're cool looking. They're really cool, especially if you're into that like Chinese dragon type design, that type of style.
Yep.
I'm not really into that style, but it was cool. I thought it was cool. I just wish it was a 10-ounce, and I would have bought it.
Yeah. Stack in the South. How you doing, bud? We're doing great.
Scottsdale definitely puts out some great stuff.
They do, but I'll tell you what,
everything they do is outstanding. It's just the only thing that sucks is just their shipping and their customer service. I mean, this whole thing with this kilo bar is ridiculous. They should say something.
Galaxy, the unicorn.
It's ridiculous. They should say something or do something. You know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, there is another problem with Scottsdale that I'm noticing, and just like every other mint out there, their stuff is milk spotting pretty bad too.
Oh, I'm going to be doing a video here soon. I'm probably going to test, 8 to 10 different methods of getting rid of milk spots. So hopefully something can pan out. One of the dealers in Raleigh told me a way to take it off that won't damage the coins. So I'm really looking forward to trying that one. Right now, I'm just getting some milk spot coins together. I've got about 8 of them so far.
The dip? Is he talking about the dip? Because that's the only way you won't put little micro scratches on it.
No, it's with heat.
Oh yeah. I heard that. I just did a video on. Remember, at Patriotic, you saw that video. I tried to get milk spots off of
Yeah,
maple.
I saw it.
Yeah,
Yep.
you saw that one. I
Pretty
tried
much
about 3
more
different
damaging.
techniques, and I had to really go at it. Once I tried all 3 that didn't work, and then I had to go with some silver cream and do a gentle buff, and that seemed to do it.
It did it, but then you had those scratches.
Yeah, you got, well, either way, the coin was going to be, whether it had spots or micro scratches on it. I'd rather have it with the little micro scratches because at least it looks right.
That's true. Yeah.
You know?
But that's going to be subject to the owner. Yeah.
So either way, it was going to be sold at a discount. There's nothing I can do about it. And we all know about the 23 Britannias. They're awful. They're worse than usual.
Yeah, they're spotting in the tubes.
Oh God, it's awful. Terrible. Just terrible. And that's why I went with maples. That's my main stacker. I love the Britannia. It's my absolute favorite coin out of all of them. It's my favorite bullion. But how do you put money into something you know is going to lose because of the milk spots?
Hey, Patriotic, you got your microphone is muted, buddy.
I said maples are 10 times better.
Agreed.
That's my go-to also. But someone mentioned the Beskar bar. And I figured since they just released the 2023 Beskar bar, it'd be a good time to mention this. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. If you're looking to make money on it and you think it's going to be a great flip, I learned the hard way. They released it the first time in 2021, which was cool, right? First time ever seeing a Star Wars 10-ounce bar. There was a mintage of 1,000. People were turning that bar, paying $400 and flipping it for $1,500, $1,200. It was a good buy.
Cow.
2022 came along. The second release of the Beskar bar. People were all hyped up. Oh, wow. I missed the boat on the first release, so I bought the second release. Come to find out, it was a 3,000 mintage, so they went up by 2,000. And there wasn't as much hype as the first time. So, of course, the price, they asked crazy price. And then APMEX started off at 400, ended up at around 700 that last year. And now you're lucky if you can sell them for $500. And now they're doing the same thing this year. They haven't changed the mintages. They kept them at 3,000, but they're asking crazy prices. There's not much room for flipping it. I mean, if you just want to buy it to have it and have a cool piece, I guess it's cool if you're a collector. But they're asking like, I think $499. If you use a credit card, it's like $520, $530. It's ridiculous.
That's painful.
Oh, yeah. I learned the mistake. I bought 2 of them and I lost money on them last year.
That's the problem with collectibles. You never know. You just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it like this. If it's something that I really like, collectible or not, I'm just going to buy it just because, I want it. So, and
Emerald Co-Stacker. What's up, man?
I don't buy too many premium items. I really don't. I stay away from the premium stuff for the most part. But every month I'll pick one out because let's face it, I could stack maples all day, Britannias, generics, and it just gets boring. So I need something to just kind of keep me motivated. So every month I'll pick out a premium and I'll buy it.
Oh, did I tell you I ordered more Britannias and they came in the mail today?
How many did you get?
I bought 4 more. So I bought 4 last week. Remember they were shipped down to South Carolina? Yeah. And then I bought 4 more. I don't know, what day was that? Monday? Sunday?
Are you trying to catch up with for stacking them, huh?
Oh, I'm buying the hell out of them. I like them.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
I stayed away from them for the longest time because they were $300 a bar.
Yeah.
Even when bars were going for $240, $220, $205, they were still asking $270, $280, $300.
No, I found them for $245.
Yeah, and they dropped the last few months, the last half a year, they dropped a lot. RCM bars are still up there.
Yeah,
they're kind of dropping a little bit. But the Britannia bars dropped a lot. So now they're not like I told you. I was on Liberty Coins when I ordered the first 4, and they were only asking $1 or $2 more per spot, more per bar than the Unity bars. So the Unity bars were selling for $269. The Britannia bars were $272. So, okay, am I going to go with, even though the Unity bars are beautiful, am I going to go with regular generic by the cut saw mint, or am I going to go ahead and get government-backed bars at that point? So the extra $2 per bar, I went ahead and bought the Britannias. They're beautiful. Once I had one on my hand, I realized how beautiful they were.
I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you for how long.
Well, the reason why I didn't, because of the pricing.
Yeah.
But now that the pricing is actually what they should be, I think. I mean, Scottsdale Stackers are more expensive than the Britannias now.
Yep.
It's depending where you buy them from. If you go on Amex, they're asking $330 for them.
And here's the beauty of it. And this is where I got scared, but here's the beauty of it. They are not milk spotting. I don't know what they've done to their bars, their 10-ounce bars, but they need to do it to their 1-ounce coins.
SAS, if you want an angle heart for $400, hit me up, brother. I got plenty to sell for that price. That's what they go for, though. For a poured waffle back, that's what they go for.
What, for Engelhard?
Yeah, if you get like a poured waffle back, not a poured pilaf. A poured pilaf you could probably get for $350 to $375, but a waffle back I'd say about $400.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that, Spokane.
Yeah, he's got some gold backs. He's got some gold backs up there. I have plenty of them, but I only buy them for because I like the designs.
Well, I wanted one of each, so I got one of each of the ones and the silverback, and that's all I'd like to get one of each denomination, but the premiums are ridiculous.
That's insane.
I never understood.
Everybody's really touting these things. They could be something that takes place in a fourth or fifth of the country, but I just don't see them getting countrywide support. I just don't see it.
The problem is that with the goldbacks, in order for them to really take off, all these major retailers have to take them on.
That's right.
Yep. Walmart says, okay, we'll accept goldbacks. The minute Walgreens says we'll accept goldbacks, or Food Lion, or Piggly Wiggly, or ShopRite, or Stop and Shop, or Costco, or Sam's Club, the minute those stores, these big major retailers say we'll take goldbacks, then
they'll take off.
They'll take off. And, right now, you have some states like Wyoming, Nevada, New Hampshire that take the goldbacks, but the only issue is, and I've talked to people that live in those states or went down to those states, for vacation with goldbacks, and they were expecting, I can spend them anywhere in the state. No, there is a limited stores that take them. It's not all the stores, that in that state that take that currency. You pretty much, the store has to decide, okay, we'll do it. We'll accept it. So one guy, I remember he was going to 50 gas stations and there was only a few out of the 50 that would take them.
Well, you have to calculate daily spot. You have to do a calculation on them to see what they're going for. It's just a lot of effort. It's just a lot.
There's an app that they use that'll convert it to face value for U.S. dollars, and if they don't have that app, there's no way that they're going to be able to convert it.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I think there's potential there. There is, and I get it. It's got backing. It's intrinsic value behind it. I get that. We don't have that with the dollar. So I
love the idea of it. It would be fantastic.
Oh, I appreciate the concept. I really do. And the design work is nothing short of freaking amazing. They're beautiful.
It's definitely art. And I appreciate the idea. I believe in sound money 110%. I mean, our dollar today has no backing. So I like what they're doing. But like I said, in order for no one's going to go and spend $5 on a $1 gold back, and it only has a buying power of $3. You know what I mean? Why would you spend it at that point?
That's right. Right now, I'm just looking at them as it's a collector's piece. That's why I only got one of each.
That's it. It's a collector's piece. It's a nice thing to give a gift to a family member that's probably trying to get into stacking or for gauze or giveaways. I know Triple P, every time he sends packages, stickers, he always throws a gold back. He must have a pile of gold backs like that. Who knows? But
Stack That Gold gave away 100 of them.
Yeah, so they're cool for that. And I do like the idea. I do wish that they made it so you can extract the gold if need be, if you wanted to. And that's another thing that they did, because like with 90% silver, you can extract that silver and make it pure, you know.
That's right.
If they did that, that would have been a lot better. I mean, that's why I like. So they have like these gold cards, and they'll have like it'll be like a credit card, but they'll have like a little 1 gram gold bar in it, or a half a gram, or a grain, or half a grain. That's actually gold, even though it might be really thin and, you know, paper like. It's pure gold.
Yep.
And I think if Goldbacks kind of went that route, maybe did a bill with the gold card in it. You know what I mean? They also have those bills. I think they're from some other country, or some company made them. They look like dollar bills. Beautiful artwork also, but there's a little, you know, plastic with the gold in it. And I think, you know, that would have been a better idea, because I've seen videos upon videos, people trying to extract gold out of these Goldbacks. A few content creators that we all know have done those videos, and it didn't work. It pretty much just went up like a piece of paper when they light it on fire. It burns up.
Yep.
So I think they could have done a little better with that, but the artwork is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
They're cool. They're cool, but you know, I see a lot of people that are buying them and saying, "Hey, I'm stacking gold," and you're not stacking gold. How much is it? You did the math on it. How much was it an ounce in Goldbacks?
If you try to get an ounce of gold in Goldbacks, back when I did the calculations, it was going to be something like $3,500 an ounce.
Yeah, it's probably 5,000 now.
Probably that. Yep. So if you're
Yeah,
stacking
$5 a piece. Yep.
Yeah, if you're stacking these, I'm not too sure. You're better off just saving your money and just getting. I'd rather have 110 gold coins over friggin' Goldbacks. At least I've got something in my hand tangible.
SGT Stacker asked you a question. Where do you get your 10-ounce?
Oh, I told him. I said wherever I get them the cheapest, and go to findbullionprices.com.
Liberty Coins.
And Liberty Coins does. Yep.
I've searched everywhere, and Liberty Coins is the cheapest place I've seen. And the really cool thing about Liberty Coins that I've noticed, remember before when I went down to South Carolina, I placed the order, I think on Friday, and I had the package there Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That went from California to South Carolina, and I got it in like 3 days. I placed it on Friday night. They must have shipped it out Saturday morning, and I got it Monday morning. And then this last package I just ordered, which I'm going to do a video on, I ordered it, I think, on Sunday, and I got it today. Quick.
Yeah. Spokane made mention to stack an ounce of Goldbacks to get an ounce of gold. He said he thought it was closer to I think he's right.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 to 6 grand.
I think it was more like 6,500, almost close to 7,000. Now,
a Goldback is 1/1000th of an ounce. So if they're like, I got these for $5 a piece, which would be $5,000 an ounce.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
If you got the money to burn and you just want to waste money at that point, there you go.
SGT, if you found them at 273, you need to nail them. You need to nail those Britannia bars at 273.
That's what I paid on the first order. I paid 272, and then the last order I think I paid 278. But that's, you know, it was a little spike after that. We were in a dip, and then it just spiked. Beginning of, you know, the week.
Yeah, I was stupid when I bought my first Britannia 10 ounce. I was dumb. I really wanted the damn thing, so I ended up paying over $300 for it. But you know, I really wanted the damn thing. I couldn't wait to get it. And you learn, you live and you learn.
Yeah,
that's right.
I mean, Atmex is still selling them for $322.
I know, it's crazy.
That's crazy. That's insane. You know,
but
I you know, those now I have 8 of them, and I love them. I think they're going to be one of my new stackers.
Yeah, I love them. They're awesome. All right, so we got one more topic left. We've already done 40 minutes. That's crazy.
Wow.
This thing goes quick. We got one more topic I wanted to talk about, and this is in regard to a comment. Patriotic is familiar with this guy. He commented on his videos too.
Oh, that's asshole.
Yeah, this guy. We're going to talk about it. I'm not going to say I'm going to glorify him, but I left a question in the comments for the Maple video I just did. saying basically, do you stack maples? Yes or no? And if you don't, why? This guy, he pretty much says it. What did he say? He said, no, because I'm a Californian and I only represent the United States. I don't support tyrannical royalty, and the hell with Trudeau. Now, look, I'm going to be the first to tell you, everybody is entitled to their opinions on the Royals and Trudeau and what you stack. Look, I have no beef with that whatsoever. You got to do you. You got to do you, right? Everybody agrees with that, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So you have your right to your opinion, but don't act holier than thou because of somebody stacking Canadian silver or even British silver or Australian silver. Don't do that, because if you want to break down about you're supporting only the United States by buying Eagles, let me go through your house. I guarantee within less than a minute, I'll find 10 products made in China in your house.
Yeah.
So
China and Taiwan.
Spare me the rah-rah stuff. I don't need it. I was in the military. I don't need rah-rah stuff for the country. Don't even go there. That's not even, give me a break. Get rid of the
I'll talk about what he said on my comment. And I also did a video, I think it was on my maple video, or it might have been, yeah, it was on my maple video.
And this guy lives in California. Of all states, you want to gripe about how we're stacking, and you live in California?
Exactly. But it wasn't my maple video. It was on my Eagle video. Because when I was down in South Carolina, I stopped at the pawn shops, which are pretty much a coin shop. And then I stopped at a local coin shop, and I noticed they were really pushing Eagles. And I said, in the video that, I stopped stacking Eagles a year and a half ago because of the premiums. And for the first 8 years of my life, 8 years of stacking, I've acquired a monster box of Eagles over that. And I remember I sold a few of tubes, but I have a monster box of Eagles. And I say I love Eagles, and I have no plan on selling those Eagles. They're awesome. They're part of my stack. I love the American Silver Eagle.
I do too, and I have several tubes of them, and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but I told them I'm not going to pay $15 to $20 over spot on a single coin. And I mean, you can buy, even though I hate Phillies just as much as you can buy a tube, which is 20 coins, 20 ounces of Phillies for $5.50, even $5.48 I've seen.
Yep.
A tube of Eagles, 20 ounces, 20 coins, is $7.50, almost $800. So you're spending $200 more for the same amount of silver. I said, that's why I stack it. Oh, well, you're not that patriotic if you're not stacking Eagles. I said, no, that's not the case. It's just that I'm smart. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. Honey. I'm not an idiot. Correct.
No. Well, maples and Britannias are not as liquid.
Maples, I would put a very close second in liquidity.
Maple,
very close.
People
need to understand the maple is actually creeping up on being the most popular coin in the world because of the prices, the premiums on the Eagles,
and the quality of the maple.
Quality is awesome. It's awesome.
The most quality coin you can buy. It's the most quality government backed. It's 4/9 fine silver. I mean, the Britannia is not even 4/9. It's got 4 security features. And it's just there's the mint shield, so there's no melt spots, since 2018.
Very few, if there are. It's very few and far between.
And right now in Monument Metals, they're asking $28 an ounce on maples.
Yep.
I mean, you can't beat that.
And the lowest price I've seen on Eagles is about 36, 37.
Yeah. And if you find it for 36, that's a smoking deal. It's just, I've done my years of stacking Eagles. I have enough Eagles. It's not like I never stacked Eagles. It's just I'm not going to stack Eagles at this price. It's ridiculous, especially when my average cost on Eagles over spot was anywhere from 3 to 7 over.
Yep.
Through the years.
Yep.
So why would I go ahead and buy the same damn coin, just a different year, for $15 to $20 over?
Yeah, it's crazy. Silver Journey, what are your thoughts on that whole thing?
I'm with y'all completely. I don't even look at the Eagles. I love them. They're beautiful coins. I think I have 5 or 6 of them. But the only time I buy them is if I can't get anything else. If my LCS, that's all he's got, I might pick up one, and I can usually get them for about 35. but I try and stick to, less than 35 for my coins. I like to go for the 32 range right now. And the maples I've found at around 28, 29. So yeah, it's the premiums are too high for me.
Yeah. If I could talk to this
Space
this
coin.
character right now, here's how I break it down for him. And put it this way: the U.S. government isn't going to help me in my retirement. It's just not. We're basically on our own. We have to fend for ourselves. You can't wait for handouts. That's not how it rolls anymore. Doesn't work. So right now, I'm maximizing everything I can. And if that means being smart with silver, especially with an $8 difference between Eagles and Maples, so be it. So
Yep.
be it. My patriotism spans a lot far wider than the bullion I buy, so I don't see a problem with it.
Exactly.
That's all I got to say on that.
Yep. I'm with you 100%.
So, if people want to get all snarky about, I only buy Eagles, well, I'm sorry. I love the Eagle too. I love the U.S. Mint, but let's face it, the U.S. Mint is off their game and has been for quite some time.
Since 2016. Like I've said, and I'll say it again, the last good release that the U.S. Mint released was the 2016 100-year anniversary of the Mercury Dime, the Standing Liberty Quarter, and the Walking Half Dollar. That release that they did in 4/9 fine gold, those three coins were outstanding, beautiful. They put pride into it. There was, detail into it. There was purity into it. There was, all around a great coin, and even the boxes they came in.
Yep.
They were like double box, triple box. It had, the COA and a little article. It was great. And
they've been outclassed though. They've been outclassed by the big mints now for so long. I mean, for right now, Perth is way ahead of them. I'd say the Royal Canadian Mint is way ahead of them. I'd even
I love the Perth Mint. Love the Perth Mint.
Perth Mint is some great stuff. Now, I don't like the Kangaroo. The Kangaroo is just absolute trash. But Perth Mint in general is outstanding.
The silver Kangaroos.
Yeah, silver Kangaroos. The gold Kangaroos are gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Oh, absolutely. Gold Kangaroos are friggin' amazing.
Oh, yeah, the gold Kangaroo. Yeah.
But silver Kangaroos, they're trash. They're
garbage. Spot. They're garbage, yep.
Absolute
Yeah,
garbage.
I've got a few of them, and they're all milk spotted.
Yeah, yep. And they're subject to being faked. I avoid the Kangaroo. I have one. I own two. I think I own a total of two.
I want to mention this, but they don't really consider it a stacker coin anymore because of the prices, right? But the Libertads. Every Libertad I've owned, silver Libertad I've owned from 82, from the first release to now, I've never seen milk spots on.
Well, now, I gotta disagree with you. You remember, those 5 that I bought off of you?
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of them is milk spotting. All Libertads milk spotting.
That's weird. I've never ever seen milk spots on my Libertad.
Yep, it's very faint, but it's there. So even the Libertad it's not immune to it at all.
It's a lot more immune than the Eagles, than the Phillies, the Kangaroos, and the Britannias. It's that.
Well, I mean, the Libertad has what? It's like a matted, like a matte finish.
Yep.
So it hides it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But Med Gas Guy said the Royal Mint is up there as well as far as collector coins. I would agree. I agree with that. My thing about the Royal Mint is that damn milk spotting, and even their premium coins aren't immune to it, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. I got that Panther Tudor Beast Panther, that collector coin.
Yeah.
That they released last year, and you can see the milk spots right through the proof finish, and I sold it. That.
SAS, I do live in a humid area. I'm in North Carolina, but my stuff is all in a refrigerated area, not refrigerated, but well-ventilated area. Everything is sealed up, and no matter what you do, if it has the borax spots on it before it was finished, it's going to spot.
That's right.
You could have it in a friggin' vault, airtight vault. It's still going to spot.
Yeah. Well, the issue is too, I've had it happen. I've gotten tubes of, let's say Krugerrands. And this was a perfect example because it happened to me. I bought a tube of Krugerrands. At the time, it was 2022 Krugerrands.
Yep.
I opened it up beginning of this year. They had no milk spots on it. I opened up. pretty much every coin in there had milk spots. So milk spots can pop up on your coins later on.
Absolutely. Krugs are tough too. Boy, they take a beating. God, they take a beating.
Yeah. I'd say the Britannias take a little more beating than the Krugs.
Yep.
But they definitely do. That's just my experience. But the last 2 tubes of Britannias I've bought, there's no milk spots on them. So I'm happy with that. But I noticed this year's Britannias, the edges are very sharp.
Yeah. Oh, now, yeah. They did a poor job on these.
Yeah, they're very sharp. And listen, they rushed it out. They rushed out the designs because of the whole queen dying and stuff. But the edges are so sharp, they'll cut you if you pick it up the wrong way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep, I noticed that.
I don't notice that with maples at all.
No.
I think the Royal Canadian Mint's got to be the best mint out there right now.
Right now, I'd agree with that. They'd be my number one.
And I'd also put, and they're newer, but I'd also put the Royal Spanish Mint. I mean, they're not doing much in silver, but their gold is freaking outstanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They remind me of Perth Mint on steroids.
Yeah, Don Panico, he was talking about Libertad Premium is just too high. It's the highest premium coin out there right now. And
not now. Not now. If you go on that, I laughed. I remember I telling you this. AppMax did a video and says, believe it or not, the Eagle's not the most expensive coin anymore. It's the Libertad. BS. You can go on a lot of sites. You can get Libertads. I just seen a site. They were for 34 an ounce.
That's great.
Yeah, they're close up there by Eagles, and I mean the back dates are a lot more expensive than Eagles. But like the 2023s, you should be able to get them for 34 to 36. And if you go outside of sites and outside of local coin shops and you buy from Facebook groups, there's a bunch of bullion groups on Facebook, Instagram. There's a bunch of sellers on Instagram. You can get them up to 32 to 34 an ounce.
SGT just gave thank you, SGT. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. Just gave us a $10 chat.
Brother.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. But yeah, so that's basically where we're at. It's just you got so many choices out there, and Silver Journey, I'm sure that you've seen quite a bit in the time that you started stacking it. It can be overwhelming.
Yeah, insanely. The first time I walked into Silver Eagle coin shop, I had no idea there were that many different versions of silver coins, and they don't even have them all, but it's ridiculous. They are wall to wall. So we're going to this coin show this weekend, and yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared to get overwhelmed.
Are you talking about Silver
I forgot
Eagle
to ask you,
coins?
what did you think of Chris Kringle coins?
Patriotic, Silver Eagle coins and collectibles in Virginia Beach.
Oh, they are the best.
Yeah, Patriotic knows.
Oh, have you been there?
Stack Attack. That's the coin shop. That's my favorite coin shop. Every time I go to Virginia Beach, that shop is awesome.
I go every Friday.
Thompson just hit us with.
So you live in Virginia Beach?
No, but I work in Greenbrier, so I go to Virginia Beach every Friday.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, let me know when you're in the area again. We'll meet up.
Yeah, well, we should be probably taking a trip this summer. I'm hoping down there.
Well, so you can verify that place is wall to wall silver. It's ridiculous.
On the left, when you walk in the door, you have the island, the middle island case, and there's usually a security guard sitting there. Yep, and then on your left is more numismatics. On your right is kind of semi-numismatics, and then the front, where the desk where he sits behind, is pretty much your bars, your rounds, and your coins.
And your gold.
Yep, and your gold, yes. Yeah, that's a great shop. I love them. And not only that, I was there last year and then the year before. We usually like to go down here every year for staying in Virginia Beach. Most of the time we stay in Sandbridge, which is Virginia Beach, but the private section. And then we'll stay in Williamsburg, that area. So we're all in that, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach area. But I love that shop. That shop is great. And that's the place I've seen the most $500 and $1,000 bills in my life.
Yeah, he's got a lot of them.
You got any $500, $1,000 bills, if the price is right, I might buy one off you. And he brought out a stack a handful. There probably was, I mean, there was probably $20,000 in $500 bills and $20,000 and $10,000 and $1,000 bills. It was insane, but very friendly, great. Prices are outstanding. He'll work with you. And I mean, now in Virginia, last year they lifted the tax. It used to be a $500 minimum, and now they lifted the tax, and there's no tax on metals.
That's right.
Great. And Jim Thompson sent $20 bill.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Awesome.
Small world, man.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
I heard you've seen Silver Eagles, and I'm like, Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles? But
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I hope to be getting an interview with him soon. He's been healing up from some surgery, but after he's all healed up, I'm hopefully get an interview and a good walk around and get footage of the store.
That's awesome, yeah. And what I also like about him is because I bring my kids in there when I go, especially my daughter Ava, and he gives them these 1 ounce copper. They look like copper bills. It's a copper bar, but it looks like a bill. He gave him those, and he also sells like knickknacks. Like I bought a radio flyer, old school from probably the 1920s, wagon for my kids, and he sells. I think he even sold Pokemon cards there. He has all types of sports cards, knickknacks.
It's a sweet place, that's for sure.
If you want to bring your wife, at least there's something for her to look at, or your kids.
So, my Silver, I wanted to ask you. You went to Chris Kringle Coins in Raleigh.
Yes, I did.
What were your thoughts about that place?
The place itself was actually pretty cool. He even had some shipwreck stuff in there. It's a really nice layout. He actually has a bank that they converted into a coin shop, so the layout's pretty sweet.
Yep.
But the gentleman himself, he's very eccentric. He's a nice guy, but he's a very eccentric fella.
Did you talk to the younger guy, or the guy with the white hair?
They were both in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, at first I said Chris Kringle, Santa Claus, and he does. He looks like a skinnier Santa Claus.
Mr. Blue, the coin shop in Virginia Beach is called Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles.
Yep. If I'd have thought about it, I've got their business card, but my tripod is in front of my safe right now, so I can't get it out.
Yeah, that's a great shop. I can't believe it. Because I've been telling people for years that if you're in Virginia Beach or in that Chesapeake Bay area, go check out Silver Coins and Collectibles. Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles.
We sure didn't find anything down in Myrtle Beach, did we?
No. Everything, that's what I'm saying. Like, Myrtle Beach, Virginia Beach is my go-to place. I love it down there. I would love to move there. But, and they don't only have Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles. They have 10, 20 other damn coin shops in that area. And they're all nice and cool. You can get stuff for good deals. But obviously Silver Eagles and Coins is the best place to go down there. But
yeah, I tell folks all the time, we are flooded. We got shops on. I mean, they're everywhere you can think of. There's coin shops everywhere.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I've noticed too. Now, even though Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles, they do a lot of wholesale. They buy a lot from the Royal Mint, and they buy from Scottsdale, and the big 10-ounce bars they usually carry. Last I checked was the Harris.
They carry all kinds of stuff in there right now. Yep, they carry some, but they also carry some of the Britannias and other things as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying for the 10-ounce bars, the last time I was there, they must have did a wholesale order with Harris, or it might have been Nader, one of the two. But yeah, no, definitely a great shop. But what was I gonna say? Getting off topic here. But
we got carried away.
Out in that area, there's so many coin shops, and when me and Silver Gold Stack Attack went to Myrtle Beach, there was literally 2 or 3 coin shops, and one I wouldn't even call it really a coin shop. It was more like a numismatic shop. They had some bullion, but it was overpriced. And then the one coin shop, which is better, but they're also overpriced, and that was a place that was pushing Eagles.
Yep.
And then they have pawn shops through the roof, but pawn shops, it's a hit and miss. But the prices down there were ridiculous.
Yeah, they were. Well, guys, we are we've hit our 1 hour already.
That went by quick.
Yeah, they usually do when we get to rolling. One of the things I like to do on this stream is a lot of streams. There's some great streams on here on YouTube. There really are. But one of the things, I can't hang for 4 hours. I just can't do it. So one of the features of this stream, we do it every other Wednesday, and it's going to be an hour, give or take. We might run over a little bit, but it's an hour. And I think that format appeals to a lot of folks. I mean, we got so many other things going on in our lives. We don't need to be on a live stream for 4 hours. But yeah, no, appreciate everybody being out here. My Silver Journey, thank you for being a guest.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, and thanks for everybody in the chat for coming by as well. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great to have you on.
A lot of good topics. Yeah, good topics. Patriotic, you made it in just in time.
Great conversation. I really appreciate it.
We'll definitely have to meet up.
And
next time I'm in Virginia.
My Silver Journey, I'll see you Saturday in Raleigh.
Yeah, we'll see you Saturday. We're shooting for 10 o'clock, right?
10 o'clock. I'll meet you in the parking lot or somewhere.
All right. Well, I'll get there about an hour early because I want to get parking. I know it's going to be nuts.
It's actually not too bad.
Oh, that's surprising.
Believe it or not. Yeah, because it runs 3 days. I mean, it'll already have been full blown for one full day on Friday by the time we get there on Saturday.
And you know what? I'll do the same thing with you that I did with Chuck Stacks. I'll show everybody your feet.
Yeah, we're not all like Patriotic with the face. I haven't done it yet. But here's the thing. My Topps card actually has my picture on it. I just have shades and the hat in.
Well, I don't have your Topps card, so I don't know.
I'll bring it. I have 2 of them. I'll bring it.
Oh, wait, I have seen it. It's the one you got wearing the glasses.
Yep. You can hardly tell who I am. That's the only one. That's the only face reveal I've done. But appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys are fantastic.
Heck yeah.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. I've got a video popping tomorrow, an LCS interview. We're going to talk about what happens to the value on silver coins when they milk spot. We're going to have an upfront, in your face, come to Jesus about what the value does when they milk spot. And it's going to come right from a coin dealer.
Sounds good.
So, and Patriotic, what you got coming up? Promote your...
Well, I think I'll be. I filmed the video today, so I'll be releasing that tomorrow.
All right.
And pretty much nothing besides buying silver and gold. And
yep.
Now I got to plan another trip down to Virginia Beach, so me and Silver Journey can go check out Silver Eagle, and Coins and Collectibles.
Yeah, if you get down to Virginia Beach, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you're only 3.5 hours from there. So.
Yeah,
here you go, Don. Here's all the information for you.
I'm about 7 hours from there, but I'll get there.
Yeah, we'll make it a group. I'll even get Chuck to come because he wants to come check out all the coin shops over there.
It's a great shop.
Well, maybe I can make him. Maybe I can meet Chuck in Raleigh somewhere and pick him up.
That's a better shop than any shop I've seen, and I've been to a lot of shops. It's better than Bullion Exchange shop in New York City.
Emerald, I'll probably take 400 to 500.
Judith, I'll check out that. Judith and Dan, I'll check out that email on the Dragon. So, Spokane, good night. Yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And video tomorrow for me and one on Sunday, the usual schedule. Nothing different. But thank you for being here. My Silver Journey, thank you for being here. Patriotic, brother, always.
We are out.
We out.
Take care. Y'all have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Later.